Okay, let us see simple web application now using NetBeans. So already we have seen JDBC assignment. Okay. Using Eclipse we have done that. Okay. So now we are going to see the web application, the same case study but using web application. Okay, we will have a different links, text boxes and all. And in the previous assignment, what we did from the command prompt, we are given input. Yes. Then data is stored in the database, and for retrieving, we are having different options. Uh, then you are going to retrieve that. You are inserting the record. You are inserting the book record. You are inserting the student record. You are issuing the book. You are returning the book, and you are knowing the history about that book and student info. Okay. Now let us see using this table. Okay. So now here we are using this NetBeans editor. Right? Already I discussed this. Now once you launch this NetBeans, first create a project. How? Go to File, New Project. New project. Do the project first. You have to select this Java web application. Go to next. Give the project name. You have to select Java web application. Okay. Demo. And next. And here you have to choose this server. Two servers are there. This is pre-installed server. So in Eclipse, externally you have to install these servers. Okay, you have to do some configuration in Eclipse. So better go with this NetBeans because web servers are already installed. Directly you can choose. Okay, here I have chosen Apache Tomcat. Just finish. Whenever you create a new project, so this is the actual structure of your project: web pages, source packages, libraries, configuration file. Okay, inside these web pages, all your source files will be stored. Okay, so whenever you create a project, by default this index.html will be created. This is the main file for your project. Okay, so now in this main file, how your first page should be visible, that code you have to write. Okay, from this you have to keep on passing the different links. Getting? Next. So you need not to change anything. So whatever the actual content you want to write, that you can include in this body section. Okay, so you can have this div is nothing but you can have a different divisions in a HTML page. Okay, and if you are good in CSS, then better use this divisions. Okay, now for the moment I am skipping this CSS and all. First I want to have a different links. What I am doing, I am keeping all the links inside this table. Okay, so the two different sub tags in this table are table row and table data. Okay, this is table row open, table row close. Inside table row we need to have a table data. Okay, so now for the first row, what you want to have? One link. Okay, what is that? For link tag is href. Okay, is equal to, what is the first option? student entry. Okay, enroll student. Okay, here let me call this. Here we have to, okay, and here we have to pass the link. Okay, say enroll student information dot html. Okay, this is first row. Okay, and second row in the table I want to store book information. Enroll book information. Okay, here enroll book information. Okay, next just I will provide the searching facility here. Search book by author. Okay, here search book author. Okay, next search book by, let me write SP. Okay, next book issue. Okay, let me write BI. Okay, next what is that? Book return. Okay, next okay, here let me take book history, because next book return. Okay, next book issue. Search by title, search by author. Okay, is it okay? Just control S. Okay, then let me run this. Right click, right click on this, clean and build first. So for the first time it will take some time. Right click, run. Anybody writing these details? Okay, this is your menu. Okay, now once you click on this enroll student information, now here bottom of this page you can observe what is that, localhost 8084 slash libdemo esi.html. What does it mean? It is linked to that esi.html. Whenever you click on that, it is redirect to this esi.html. Okay, now whatever you want to write in the esi.html, that you can. Before that, first you have to create that esi.html page. Okay, so now for the first time, if you click on that, you will get this error. This requested resource is not available. It means it is not there. Okay, so now what to do? Create this and go ahead. Let me close this. Okay, now esi.html is not there. Okay, So let me create all these pages, web pages, new, HTML, yes, okay. Extension is not required, okay. So now this is the page. Again, whatever you want to write inside this, you have to write, okay. So now what do you want to have in that? First, table. Better keep everything in a table so that alignment will be proper, okay. Otherwise something will go here and there, okay. It will not be good. Table. Next, open and close table row, okay. Next, table data, fine. What is the first thing? Name, okay, a rule number, okay. So after this rule number there should be a text box, okay. So what is the tag? Input type is equal to text, huh? Type is equal to text, and it will have a name. Name is equal to say star number, okay. Getting? Next, what next? Name. Next, class, department, rule number, name, class, department, okay. What you have to change this? Name, say yes, name, next, yes, class, next, yes, BP, okay. So now after this, what you should have one submit button, okay. So what should be the input type? Input type is equal submit, okay. Here you should have a value for this. Value is equal, say I want to have this text, insert text over that submit button, okay. Now control, let me run this program, okay. Now it is something like this, okay. Now you can change this with CSS and all, okay. So otherwise what you can do, table row, table data is there in a single row. If you want to have multiple data, table data, okay, again keep it in a another row, okay. I think let's copy this, here, save, yes. TD is not started. Started. Here. Yes. No. I don't. In a single row, I want to have everything. Okay. So I have to remove this. Am I right? In a single row, I want to have a two data values. Is it correct? Where? No. This is table row. Row is started. First data is this thing. Okay. Next second data is this thing. in single row. Okay, let us check what will happen. Where is this here? Row is coming. Is it correct? I think I have removed everything. So let me run this page. Run file. Running it.
तो जो पहले वाला इनपुट है ना आपने वही पीटीडी स्टार्ट ऑन किया है और नीचे का इनपुट मैंने किया है आफ्टर दैट नेम यू हैव योर फर्स्ट एडिट या स्टार्टिंग इज नॉट ऑलवेज फॉर इनपुट ऑफ या
This one, na? Is it okay? I think it should. So now it is proper. Right? Now what we will do? We will pass some value from here. Okay. And we will click on this insert button. Then this data has to be posted. Okay, it has to post to some other page. Okay. So now what is required? To post to this, first you should have this thing inside a form. Okay. So what to do? Create the form. Okay. And form should be close this before ending this body. Here you have to pass action is equal to some esi dot jsp and method is equal to post. Okay, now this data will be posted to this page here. Getting? Okay, save. Let us run again. Here. Click here. It has to go to this esi.jsp. Again, this esi.jsp is not created. Okay, created where? By pages, right click, new. Which page? JSP. What should be the file name? Yes, sir. Finish. Okay. So now, if you can observe this HTML and this JSP page, this is extra 11 line number 7. Okay, in this HTML it is not there. Okay, so here in JSP page you can write HTML code as well as the Java code. So now the Java code requires to import some package. Yes, if you are dealing with this SQL statements, you should import the SQL.star package, java.sql. Yes, so that you can write inside this scriptlets. This is called as scriptlets. Okay, all the Java code you have to write inside this scriptlets. Fine. So now already one program is there. Directly I will copy from here. Okay, so these are the packages to be imported. Okay, I am importing this. Okay, now see, if you want to have title page, you can have, say this is student insert page. Okay, next you should accept that values from the previous page. What is that? From the csi.html. Okay, from the csi.html you are sending the data to this csi.js. Okay, so this data, whatever you type in this text box, that you have to post to this csi.js. Okay, so for this, first start the scriptlets. Okay, so now you have to read first string. Okay, what is the first one? Rule number. Okay, say rule number is equal. Okay, there is a method called request dot get parameter. Okay, here you have to pass the value. Which value? Name of this text box. What is the first one? Rule number. What is the name of this text box? SR number. This you have to pass here. Where? Okay. So now this is integer actually. That you have to convert. Int. Let me take it as a RNO. Okay. Is equal to. What is the method? Integer dot parse int. Okay. Of ROLL number. Okay, from this text box you're reading and stored in this rule number. Okay, now this rule number you are converting into this integer. What is the variable name? Okay, what next? Similarly, you copy or you get the data from this previous page. Name, class, department. Okay, what are the S name, S class and S DEPT? Okay, here S name, next S class, next. Okay, you change this name is there na? So let me write SN. Next SC, S class. Next SD. Okay, now this data we have to insert in a table. Okay, before inserting table, what to do first? We have to load the driver. Okay, class dot per name. Okay, what to pass? This name. Class dot for name. Establish the create this connection object. Establish the connection. On connection is established, you will get this message. Okay, and create the statement. Up to this I will copy. Okay, connection con. Fine. Here, which database? Snehal. Snehal is there. No? Snehal. This database is already existed. Okay. Next, connection is established. Something is there. Okay. Now we have to insert this string. Say, let me take a variable SQL. Okay, and what will be the command? Insert into table name. Okay, student underscore lib. Okay, values. Okay, what is the first one? RNO. Okay, so directly if you pass RNO and what is that? SN, SC, SD. So it will insert null value. Okay, so now whatever the value that is embedded to this rule number, that has to be inserted. So for this, what to do? Single quote, double quote, plus double quote, single quote, comma. Okay, so this you have to paste here. Where? Insert. Ready? So similarly, Control C. Next, comma. Control V, comma. Control V, comma. Control. After this, I will edit. Okay. What is the second attribute? Student name. Third one, student class. Fourth one, student department. Okay. Now we have to execute this. How? st dot execute update. Which one? SQL we have to pass. Okay. So to confirmation is out dot print. Print line. Okay. Here insert success. Okay. Before this first, this table should be existed in a table. Okay. Let us see without creating this table and what will happen. Okay. So now, what is the first error that you are going to get? Let us see. Now, where is your? This is our project, right? Right click, run. It is running. Let me close whatever it is open. It will take some time. If anybody wants, you can. Is it visible? But something is going on. Let us. Okay. It is overloaded. Let me run this. Finish building. Okay. Now, fine. If I click here, where it will go? Where it will go? Okay. This is the data. One, name, class, department. Okay. Now we should give error. Error. What is that? Line number 23 error is there. Okay. What is line number 23? This is the line number 23. Okay. So if you can see this root cause. Okay. Class not found exception is there. When this class not found exception will be occurred? If the drivers are not loaded properly. Okay, we have registered the driver, but we have not loaded them. We have to load one jar file, right? Where we have to load here inside this library. Right click on this libraries, click on this add jar folder. Okay, you search where, go to this root, sir, share, Java, and MySQL connector. Procedure in Eclipse and here everything is same. Okay, there in Eclipse you have to right click on the project, go to build path, configure build path, something you have to do. Okay. Now if you expand this library, you can see here now it is okay. Let us run this again. Let me go back instead of running again. Click here, same data I am posting. Again one more error. Table snehal dot student underscore lib does not exist. Okay, what is the root cause? This is the root cause. It does not exist. What to do? Create the table. Okay, if your server is MySQL server is not started, what you will get? You will get communication link failure error. Okay. already MySQL server is running. Okay, first MySQL -q root. Okay, what is your database? Sneha. Okay, which table we have to create? Create table student underscore lib. First one is rule number int, let it be primary key. Next name varchar something. Okay, next class. Okay, next department. Created. Okay, now let us run this again. And this time connection is established. Insert success. Okay, so let us check whether it is inserted or not. Select star from student underscore. Okay, next similarly what to do? Second page is this is index, right? Book information. Okay, so create this book information where right click new, which page? HTML. Okay, what should be the name? EBI. Okay, extension is not required. Okay, finished. Now what you want to have in that same page, same ESI I am copying. Right click, copy, control V, paste. Okay, what do you want? Book ID. Okay, next book name. Next author. Next book name is title. Huh? Available. Okay, just change this book ID, book name, book author. Next BA available. Okay, same. Which page? EBI. Huh? Next, what to do? Create this EBI dot JSP. EBI. Finish. Okay. Now copy this. Right click. Control. Okay. You change this. This one book insert page. Okay. What is the first one? EBI na. BID. Okay. Here. Here. B ID. Next. B name. Next. B author. Next. Available. Okay. So here, let me change this again. BBID. Okay. Here, what should I do? BBID. Okay. Here, let me take it as BID. You can give the same name here, no problem. Okay. This one you can give. Okay. Now this is actually integer. Okay. So now this we have to convert into. This is actually string. We have to convert into integer. Okay. Let me call it as SD. Okay. Here, what is this? Book availability. Na? BA here. BA here. Book AV available. Which what is the error? Okay, no error. Okay, again you need not to load these drivers again and again. Okay, in one page you can establish connection and you can import from here. In one page you have to write this all the statements up to this. Okay, say db.jsp. Okay, so db.jsp, from here you can import less than percentage page import is equal db.jsp. Again and again you need not to establish this connection. Okay, next we have to insert this student underscore, otherwise book underscore lib. Okay, what to do first? Book id, what is that attribute? bid, this one. Next bname. Next BAUTHO, not B author. Next BAV, this one, na? BAV, fine. Next insert success. Okay, here let me take print ln, so it will come in the next page. Fine. Before this we have to create this table. Okay, again it will give error otherwise. Okay, let me create this. Create table book underscore lib. What is that? Book id, the author, where here. Next it should be integer. Okay. And your book id should be primary, right? Created. Okay, let us run it. Here is the page. Okay, to run this you may want to do. Okay, it will come. Enter enroll book information. Same is that. Okay, book id 101. Book name, say Java. Okay, author. Available say 20. Fine. Enter success. Okay. Next, check whether it is inserted or not. There, select star from. It is there. Okay. What next? Search. Okay. For searching, in which page we have to write the code? This is our index. Okay. We have to create this sba.html. Okay. Let me create a page. New. Which one? HTML. Huh? Finish. Okay. HTML page already there. Control A. Control A. This one. Control C. Control A. Control A. Okay. Which page? Book. Search book by author, na? Search book by author JSP. Okay. What you have to pass? Just you have to pass the author name. Okay. So let me and delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Okay. What you wrote? Enter author name. Okay. Oh, author. Okay. AUT. It should be say yes A. Okay. Here instead of insert, search. Okay. Leaving. No. Okay. Now we have to create this. Right click. New. Right click. New. Yes. What should be the name? SBA. Finish. Okay. Again, one JSP page already there. Control A, Control A, Control V, Control C, Control A, Control V. Okay. Here book search na. Search. Huh? What we have required? We have to read this SCA. Okay. Let me delete everything. Delete everything. Yes. A. Here also you can see S. Okay. Then we have to call which method now? Select star from book underscore lib. Is it right? Let us check that. Book underscore lib. Okay. Select star from book underscore lib. Okay. This is select statement. What is required now? We have to call this execute query. Okay. Result set execute query. I will copy paste this. Execute. Huh? Yes, yes. Where book author, B author is the column name, is equal to single quote you have to give. And single quote, double quote, plus here. Okay. Now let me run this. Already I have explained what is this. Okay. See now this particular code is Java. This is HTML. This TR also HTML. This for loop is Java. That's why it is in this scriptlets. Okay. So now what is this result set? We are executing select. So the result has to be embedded with this result set object. Okay. Then this one more method is there, get metadata. What it will do? It reads the table properties like how many columns are there, what are the column names and all. Okay. So now using this RS object you can read the values in that table. Okay, but column names will not. Okay. So now for the metadata you require this result set metadata object that you have to read with this RS get metadata. Okay. So now let me run this. See, this is our main page will be looks like this. Search by author. Okay. So yeah, exactly if we want to give you can. Otherwise we can specify the like operator. Okay. Let me write here author. The author like na silence like here na. Yes. Let us check what will happen. Okay, with some okay. This is what select. So the remaining you do that. Okay. Anybody, anything if you want to ask, you can.